17 seconds. Alright, chatter. We got a 17-second chat delay, which isn't bad. I'll take it. All I want, all I need, all I want. Whoa. Whoa. We'll go with that. All I want. What the? Alright. So we're just gonna have a hella stream delay. But hella good quality. I'll take that. Hella bad stream delay, hella good quality. What was that? That's what I'm running? Let's go with that. See how that is. Can't get this fucking camera to stay where I want it. 100% just leaked my face. It's alright. Ooh. I see it. I see it. Okay, I gotta fix this fucking camera. It's starting to like piss me off now. Oh shit. Was I just... Oh, I just did. Hey, it's alright. Hey, it's light. It's light. Nobody gives a fuck. Starting to hate this goddamn camera. There, that's good. We'll just play with the TV low. It's actually perfect. Cool. All I want, da 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 da, all I need. What? Oh, thank God there's nobody in my stream. Jesus. How did he kill me so quick? What? He like tapped me. I died and I don't know, bro. I hate my new kit. I'm still learning it. I'm still learning it, but I don't like it. How come no one's speaking in my chat? Is people not like just not talking, or I guess people just aren't talking? Let me post that I'm online. Hold up, chat. I swear I fucking had it to him. That was bullshit. I was winning. Hate Elytra players, bro. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. That was funny. Dude, I'm actually playing like really good right now. As I say that, bro. As I say that, bro. Like. What? I was holding a fucking totem. Bullshit. I'm learning the kit.
Clancer.
Clancer? What?
Clancer.
I don't know what that means, bro. God damn it! I keep forgetting I'm not using my normal kit, so I can't get my totems. I'm trying to learn without totems because I get a higher ranking, so I can get like light tier or whatever when I get ranked.
Clanker.
Clanker, that's what you're trying to say. Okay, I'm just not a robot. Oh yeah! Yo, bro, I got no views right now, bro. I'm like streaming. Normally I get somebody in. How long is stream delay? I think 20 seconds. No, earlier I counted and it was 17. It's gonna be really long. I can make it like super short, like 5 seconds max. But the quality of the stream will be fucking like 20 pixels, gang.
How long is stream delay?
Wow, that text-to-speech delay was insane.
Oh, okay.
So do you want, like, would you rather have really bad quality or would you rather have this? Holy fuck!
Make it a but shorter. But not that short.
All this guy fucking does is spam. Holy shit! Fuck spammers! God! Alright, I'll change it so it's a little bit bad quality, but like shorter. Bump, bump, ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-dum, bump, 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 ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-dum, bump. Alright, I'll do a test as well. 3. What the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna do a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. My thing's lagging, so it's inaccurate. My counting's inaccurate. Did my stream just shut off? Oh. Shit, I passed it. Yo, we gotta do it again. Alright, here we go. We're doing it again. Alright, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27. We're at 27 right now. That's 27 stream delay. Which isn't that bad. I mean, it's 30 seconds. Yeah, we had 27 second stream delay.
Make it short air.
The quality is going down. Alright, well, here, you want me to show you the shortest? I'll wait 30 seconds, but do you wanna know what the shortest is? Dude, I'm doing really good in duels right now. Fuck yeah! Let's go! I'm so good, chat. Should I do a face reveal? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna pass. I don't want to get banned. I'm not underage though. You know, I'm 18 plus. You know, fuck up. I think I might be like tier 4. I'm not sure. Oh, I missed. I need more bullets! I need more bullets! I need more bullets! Yes! I need more bullets! I need more bullets. Ba, 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 da, ba. Yo, if I win this one, I'll go do duels on Donut. Ba, Bitch! Alright. Let's go! What the fuck? I do not remember being here. Doctor, did you not? Yo, gambling! What's a gamble? I need more bullets. I need more bullets. I gotta change my max to 50 mil. Bonk. Yo, should I play some background music? I feel like background music makes like a big difference. 40. Shut the fuck up! Holy shit! I need more bullets. I need more bullets. Need more bullets. Streaming quality's poor. Fuck up with it. No, it's not. We had 2 viewers at one point. Yo. Bump. Bump. Yo, we're peaking. We had three persons at one point. That's peak. No. Dun 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 dun. What's that mean? Enable DVR? Turn that shit off. Stop with the fucking eyes! Nobody's joining my live. Pick a different fucking letter, bro. That's all I heard. Yo, anyone want this shit? I don't want it no more. Finally. Hate to break it to you. I literally have you. Yo, chat, I gotta go to the bathroom. Chat. I'm going AFK.
backslash. Sorry for pulling you.
Yo, I'm back. I got a thing on. I got me some ice cream, chat. I'm watching some Minecraft TikToks, you know. I'm gonna do a one reactions YouTube video. All right, chat. Reactions. This is studio. I'm smart. Or you know what? Actually, how about we do some gambling? Who's up for some gambling? You're a good cat, dude. If you're still here. I'm hitting. Fuck. Holy shit. We're going back to YouTube. We're doing reactions.
And I'm sure you guys know that my Minecraft server is filled with a lot of people. There's actually 40,000 players online right now. Actually, I think it's like 30,000. There's 30,000 players online right now. And people wonder, if you go digging underground or if you go exploring, can you actually find bases? Like, how big is the world really? And this guy is wondering the same thing. Can I actually find bases on Donut SMP? I don't know, can he?
There's nothing better than finding some suspiciously grown kelp, digging down, and
I
finding
have.
the secret
It is
base somebody has
possible.
built.
Duh.
But on the biggest Minecraft server, am I able to find these bases and actually profit from raiding them, or just find some random dirt moles? Well, in this video, you'll see how I actually find these bases. Some of these bases are bad, but the base I found at the end of the video is actually mind-blowing. So make sure you stick around
No, wait, is this fake? Is this a fake video? That base looked way too big to be normal.
So to find bases, I'm going to be using 3 strategies. Now, of course, the first strategy is using pie chart. So these are the most common blocks in bases: a chest, a shulker box, spawner, and an enchanting table. And once they pop up on my pie chart,
It's low-key
I'm
real.
going to probably know there's a 90% chance that there's a base. Now moving on to the second strategy. So what you want to do is place 2 blocks above yourself.
By the way, if you're wondering why I'm coughing, I'm a little bit sick, guys. I'm so sorry. So if I cough during the video, please don't get mad at me.
Pop an invis potion,
How dare
and go
he?
into the block.
How dare he be
Once you
sick?
press F5 or something like that, you're gonna see who's like mined around and like stuff around your base. So that's a really good tip you can use. And yeah, this is my second strategy. And now my first strategy
Stream
is
lagging.
/RTP. You may ask yourself why,
Hella.
but the most players are in EU Central.
I know
and EU
it's.
West.
Do you guys
So
want lag
This
or
is
do you
bad
guys
advice. It doesn't matter.
restart stream? All right, time out. Do you want lag or do you want stream delay? I'm assuming you want stream delay over lag, because I want stream delay over lag.
Restart stream. It's lagging.
Matter where you RTP, because the
Is it
regions
fixed?
that have more players have more way